streams which come into the department are essentially fees. And those fees will be fees that people pay for work permit. And as you know, under the immigration law, there are various scales. So certain types of, first of all, before the matter comes to the immigration board, you have to first get a labor certificate. You have to satisfy the Labor Department that based on their database, there are not available Bahamian with the requisite qualification for that particular job. So you come, when the matter comes to the board, it comes with a labor certificate. And if there is no labor certificate, the board would not give an unqualified approval. It would, if any approval is given, it's subject to, but oftentimes we defer it until a labor certificate is in place. So with the work permits, these are different categories of fees, and that's a major source of revenue for the department. Persons who apply for permanent residency, we have different categories. That is, if someone purchases a home for $1 million or more, it entitles you to, once you satisfy the immigration department, to permanent residency. And there's also a fee that is paid for that. Persons who are working in the Bahamas after a period of time may apply for their spouse to live with them in the Bahamas on permit to reside. That also attracts a fee. And then, of course, citizenship. Applications for citizenship, you have a processing fee, and then at the end you also have another fee. So these combination of fees, visitors who come to our country have a right under the immigration regulations and to stay normally 30 days, could be up to 6 months. Once that initial approval is given upon entry through a port of entry, and they wish to extend it, there's another fee they would have to pay. So these combination of immigration fees, administrative fees, constitute the revenue stream for the Department of Immigration. So we also, there's also a fee which is tied in to when one purchases a ticket and so on. You have a combination of fees, and those are in the ticket, and those fees really go to IATA, and then a certain percentages come to the government. But essentially, those would constitute the main streams of revenue that will comprise the $127 million that the immigration, and this is why efficiency is so important, because the more quickly we can process, we give people the opportunity to move on with their lives. Businesses can get the requisite expertise they need, but also there's more money generated. Always given the national security and proper vetting and scrutiny of the applicants.